Gary Stothard here, weekly swing tip time. So what we're going to look at today, we're going to work on ball striking. We're going to really try and get that angle of attack right. Try and get the low point moving forwards. When I say low point, it's what we're seeing a lot on the practice ground is a lot of shots where catching the ground before the ball, you get two shots. You either get the club bounces back up and it thins it, or you get the dreaded heavy shot and it just doesn't go anywhere because the strike's poor. So basically what that's telling you is that the low point is too early and we need to move that low point forward, 1 inch or 2 inches forward. That then will give you a descending blow rather than an upward attack angle. Couple of simple little drills. One, a stick on the floor. You can see the stick there. Put it right in the centre of the stance. And when you're making your backswings, try and stay nice and solid. Try not to feel like you're swaying to the side. Really feel like you're turning nice and tight over the top of that stick. And then as you come down and through, really try and feel like you're trying to hit in front of the stick. I'll just do that again. So on the stick there, and then over the top of it, then move the strike forwards. And back, and then move the strike forward. So all the time there, I'm on top of it in the backswing. On the downswing, I'm trying to go forward. So I'm going to get the momentum shifting through. That gives you the descending blow. Because you can see my club, it's coming down. If I stop that momentum and try and lift it, we strike before the stick and then we get the upward attack angle. The low point then is too far back. So we've got to get the low point forwards. That is the absolute key to getting a good solid strike. Then what we want the divot after the ball. So we strike the back of the ball first, then divot second. Second drill that we're going to do, in the studio, we use a piece of paper stuck to the floor. And the idea is, with a piece of paper, is to try not to hit that before that bit of paper. So we've basically got to come down into the back of the ball. If we're coming down, there's no chance we'll hit that bit of paper. But if the weight stalls and we're trying to get under it, we'll hit the paper first. On the practice ground, we call it the line drill. Draw a line, get one of the sticks, just make a bit of a line, put your ball on the line, and just make sure every practice swing you do, you're hitting in front of that line. I'll do two swings. I'll do one where I sort of lean back and we sort of try and get that upward strike, and I'll do one where we get a downward strike, and we'll have a look at the data and see the difference. So the upward one, if I just slightly lean back on it, we can see there my weight's a bit on the back foot as well. So that's me sort of trying to get under the ball, which is what we don't want to do when we're trying to get down into it. So we'll have a look at the numbers. So I'll have another go this time. I'm really going to feel that sternum moving forward. But simply just trying to hit in front of that line, and we're going to find a way to hit in front of that line. Felt a better contact. We can see there it's made it all the way onto the green this time. So it felt more solid. Let's have a look at the data. So we can see with the upward attack angle here, the low point's going to be before the ball. Then you can see there you get a lower strike there, so it comes below the sweet spot, so it's bottom groove. Also, it adds a massive amount of loft there, so nearly 13 degrees extra loft. That costs you a lot of distance. So you get a poorer strike because of the low point being before the ball. You're adding loft to it, so all in all you're probably costing you about 20 yards distance. So if we look there, the real key thing is that downward angle, downward attack. That reduces the loft down, helps get the strike up to that red line there, whereas if you're coming a bit up on it, you'll always get a low strike. So that was a bit more compression there, which gives it that good solid strike. Then you get the divot after the ball. So nice and simple this week, all about that moving it forward. Think about videos in the past where we said, keep the backswing compact, don't go too far back. That helps keep you in line. And then really work on that practice ground, hit that line, don't hit before the line. What's wrong with hitting a couple of inches in front of the line? So much better because you're coming down. And you might get it a little bit thin, but you won't hit the ground before the ball. Thin's a better shot than a fat shot. Thins will end up getting up to the green. Okay, keep practicing hard. We'll see you later.